Did you know that Spawn tried saving Marvel and DC characters from hell? So it starts off with Spawn mentioning that he knows the tower in hell where the Violator dwells, and that he knows every level within the tower except level 7. So he uses his powers to teleport himself to the tower so he can finally uncover the mystery of the 7th floor. When he first enters level 7, he discovers a bunch of men that are all tied up and helpless. He doesn't know who they are, but he feels a strong connection to them for unknown reasons. As he further explores this floor, he discovers a cell where many of Marvel and DC's characters are being held. Characters like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, The Flash, Thor, Hulk, The Thing, the Joker, and more. Meanwhile, some more men in bondages stand behind Spawn and they're weeping for some reason. So Spawn tries freeing all of the characters from the cell. He states that he uses an unimaginable amount of power, but it does nothing. The cell was completely unharmed. And so all of the heroes cry out to Spawn and tell him to absorb their powers so he can save them. And then Superman calls out to him. He tells Spawn that it's now or never. He says, "My power is yours, Spawn. Take it so you can free us." So Spawn absorbs every single one of their powers. He states that he thought his power was unlimited, but it is nothing compared to this. His arms are filled with the entire galaxy, and with this power he strikes the cell in a final attempt to free the heroes and villains contained in this cell. But yet again, it does absolutely nothing. After that, the Violator in the form of a woman appears out of nowhere, mocking Spawn for his failure. And then suddenly Spawn looks back upon the men in bondages and then back at Superman inside his cell. Superman utters all but one word, Doomsday, and then everything goes silent. After that, Spawn is visited by a character named Cerberus who turns the comic black and white. He tells Spawn that they have to go, but Spawn says that he can't because he has to save the characters. Cerberus then explains to him that it's impossible, so there's no point in trying. Spawn then asks who they are, and Cerberus tells him that they're superheroes, and the men in bondages are their creators, the ones that sold them. The comic then turns colorful again, and Cerberus takes Spawn to a huge mansion where Spawn is given the mansion and everything that he's ever wanted, like a daughter, a beautiful wife, and more. So Spawn asks Cerberus how this is all possible, and Cerberus says it's simple, your creator didn't sell you. Spawn then says that it's wonderful and that it feels like he's dreaming, and the comic comes to an end with him being visited by his wife Wanda. So the comic is pretty much Todd McFarlane, aka the creator of Spawn, rubbing in that he can do whatever he wants with his character because he never sold him, and the creators of all the other heroes like Superman, Spider-Man, and so on can't do what they want with their characters because they're owned by Marvel and DC.